It is time once again for some more Duel Links Rush Duel gameplay, going in with the brand new Dimension deck. Now, you're not seeing a cog climb with this one, because I had a bunch of tech issues, and they may or may not be resolved yet. If you've seen this video, then they are. If you aren't, then it's not. And it made the video watchable. And the replay, unfortunately, was over 24 hours ago, so it's kind of gone. But it was a DM mirror, it was pretty fun, and the deck overall is really neat now. It's a build built by Roman over on Duel Links Meta. It got cog, and I tried it earlier on, I thought, wasn't that great, tried it again, and then things started to click. So let's go on turn 1 against a deck we don't know what it is. Oh no, it's XQT. Okay, and there's not really much piercing they can do outside of, say, Curse of Ice and Light. So we should be pretty good, right? Going for the Plauty. Plauty on summon, of course, can mill 1 to gain 500. Not too bad. We know they've got a big beater. Goes for Flower. Flower going to probably return back the Plauty. Plauty again gets summoned, you gain more life. Just a nice, simple combo. No, going for the Layer. Not sure I would have gone down that route, right? Because I don't think that the Layer is going to be super duper important. I mean, she might be. 18 in and 25 into the dome off of the Lilius. Now, thankfully, our back row is Special Summon, Stop Defense, which is not great, and back removal is really, really solid. All we need to see is a high level monster, and then we'll be good. Okay. That actually is really good. Oh. Can we kill through one single attack? It's possible. Let's go for our skill, Revealing Dimension Girl, and go and mill 1, mill 2, mill 3. We could play this just to get a bonus draw too, right? And then of course we're going to mill Dark Magician. That's perfectly fine. We've then got, we're kind of forced into going for the stone, and we are going to summon to both of them. The reason is because I do believe we will see another card we can play, right? We aren't going to be stuck with just like these two. So let's go Pot of Greed first of all. Draws in 2. As we said, Dealer and DMG. And that's really good right now. I mean, is it amazing? No. Oh, no, yeah, right, we can go DMG of that. Calling, get a draw 1. Kind of gonna matter though, because this will be buffing by 2,000, and by 2,000 being buffed by 4,000. So it's not enough by itself. Summon DMG over this DM. We play Monster Calling, and we go for this play, right? We go discard Dealer, draws 1. Not the best there, right? Not the best, but we can go for DM, we can play the Curse of Ice and Light, we can go and put this Lilius into defense mode, and then we can draw 2. Now, we have got Stone, we have got Eradicator. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't really do enough for us, right? We would need, like, the goated mill of all time off of Sorcerer to get a pop-off as well. So, we can try it, right? We can try it, right? We go summon into the Sorcerer. We play the effect of Stop Defense, putting you back into attack mode. Stone brings back out from our graveyard the 3rd Dimension Girl. We can then go for Dark Resonance Burst on one of these, doesn't matter, right? We then go again, Resonance Burst on this one, again, doesn't matter. 6,500 isn't enough. We literally need a good mill off this one. Mill the trap. That's not great. Right, that's not great. And I do think here we go and hit over the Lilius, right? Because, like, this is not doing much for us. This being in attack. Like, we couldn't have killed anyway throughout turn. We had 1 attack on it. So, we'll see. It was a bit of a risk. If you can't kill Sorcerer, those back row are going to die. There's no way you're in such a bad spot where you're just setting to going on defensive. You are. Thank God. We've got Stop Defense. Sets 3. You're not going to like the back row. You're really not going to like the back row. Because this doesn't matter, right? We can go... Ooh, you have got protection. So that's fine. Like, we win regardless here, right? We go play Sorcerer. Sorcerer does that, that's fine. Dark Magic attack, destroys the back row. We play Stop Defense, puts you into attack mode. We then go and play our third Dark Resonance over our DMG, buff you up to 4,500, go to combat, swing in, lethal, onto game number 2. It's always fun to see XQC played. You know, unfortunately didn't really get to do much in that game. Hopefully the next game will be a little bit better for our opponent. Just a little bit. We've got MFMJ, cogged every season, playing Zuijo, probably going to be on the new Void Valk deck. Now, this has 2 different variants. It can either be the Tearfing version or the new Contact version, and I've not really played too much against either of them. I played the lone deck for that dual trial thing, but beyond that, I've not really seen what they can do. We've got Dealer that can potentially give us a draw 3 if we see something better, but we want to keep one card in hand for our skill. So let's find out. Stop Defense is really good right now. Okay, I think we go skill first of all. Of course, to go and put the DM in the graveyard. That's like really important. 1, 2, 3. Literally the worst possible mill for having Dealer in our hand. It's not 100% dead because we can add cards back, right? So we can go play Stone Dark Magician. We can go summon into the DMG from our graveyard and a Sorcerer from our graveyard. So we are bringing that graveyard out a bit, right? However, we are going to be really banking here on seeing something big. I don't know if we should do it, right? Because like this would be cool to get a mill and hopefully find some cards to play, but sending 3 and then not seeing a Dalmatian Girl, a second one in those, would be awful. So I think we do just go set 1, play DMG number 2, and then we go and play Stop Defense, and we just try and swing in for a little bit of damage. A little bit. Hopefully, this is 0 to... Yep, okay, that's fantastic, right? Attack in, deal 25, clear the board, and fingers crossed, we can survive a big onslaught from whichever build it is. If it's Tearfing, if it's Contact Fusion, let's find out. Oh, that mill was so bad. It was so bad for Dealer. Goes to White Rider. White Rider, of course, is going to become the Pale Rider, and then gets to add a card back to our hand. Goes for the Requiem. Requiem with the skill becomes a 1 tribute. Now, we aren't going to be giving him the boost because we're not playing Lions, which is good, but they still have got some really big Contact Fusions which can pop multiple cards and, of course, become 3,600 plus attack points, right? They get pretty big. So, let's see what happens here. Goes for Stalk. You've now got 2 copies of the Pale Rider on our field, I believe. Yeah, sure. So you can go for a Contact here, and then go for a second one with the Requiem in hand. Goes for the Requiem from the hand over the Stalk. This animation, by the way, is one of the best ones in Duel Links by far. Like, don't even just go rush, right? It is just a really solid animation. Goes for Requiem. Contact Fusions into the big boy himself, Forbidden Requiem. Sends 3, gains 100, and then mills, and thankfully did not mill anything to pop cards. Right, because here it could have been an up to pop 3, right? And that would have been game over. Thankfully, didn't hit that, right? We are going to be taking a little bit of damage, but we're still in a really good spot. 2 back rows fine, right? This goes down to 3,000 end of the turn. That's okay as well. You have to go for... Why would you not go for the Sorcerer? In that situation, why would you not go for the Sorcerer? Now, this also is a fun spot, because we can go for the Magician, bring back our DM, and then discard it, and then go again. Like sack over, and then... Yeah, that works out really, really well, actually. So I think we go... Yeah. Let's go Legendary. 1, 2, and 3. The mills were perfectly serviceable, right? We'll take the... Well, no, we're going to send to Graveyard. Add to hand right now. Do we need to? Yeah, right, yeah. We do this one at a time. Right, so we go add DM. We play Calling. Calling pitches DM to draw a card. We don't bring anything out. We summon a Magician. We go again. Mill 1, Mill 2, mill 3. That's fine, we add back to hand the Dharma Magician again. We then go and play our skill to go and mill 3. So reveal Dharma Magician. Go 1, 2, and 3. Yes, we're going to take the Resonance. I really wanted to see a Dharma Magic attack there. That would have been incredible. For the moment, it's not really happening. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're nowhere near there. We're nowhere near. Calling, again, discarding DM. It's good. You know, it's good. However, it's not, like, good enough. But we can go for Resonance Burst to buff up, I guess, this. And then Resonance Burst again to buff up again on this one so that there is a good chance of survival. Do we want to do this now? I guess not, right? We'll make him think we've got a good back row. We will swing in to this one. Okay, that's game. We managed to take down probably the best deck in the format by far at the moment. Dark Galaxy is really good. Oh, a Luke. Luke. On an archive skill, so it could be Harpies. I don't know why I go to that one. It could be Hero. It could be the new Dragon stuff as well. It could be Monarch. I'm probably missing one. Red Ice Meteor, actually, that's a really big one. Black Skull Dragon could be that as well. Setting 3 passing. Okay. Does mean that Curse of Rising Light is dead, which is unfortunate. I think actually we can go skill, reveal, 1, 2, 3. Getting Stop Defense into a hand is pretty big. And yes, we're going to mill the Dharma Magician. This is still live, thankfully. Calling is a bit awkward now because we want to be playing this. So I think we do we go for it and try and find 3 better spells than those 3? Yeah, go on. We'll try it. We'll risk it, like 1, 2, and 3. That worked out just about enough. Just about enough, right? We can go discarding the Eradicator to draw and special summon into the lovely Dark Magician. We can then play Calling again, discarding and drawing into another Calling. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. We'll go in set 1, set 2, and unfortunately, we've not really accomplished much with regard to this board. Right, we've not really done a whole lot. We have got 5 spells in graveyard, so that's good. But we could have easily kept Stop Defense and, like, done more damage here. And just, like, had an equal field overall. And we probably could have also gone down the route of, okay, sack over Dark Magician and then bring it back out, and we would have had 3 bodies on the field. We would have had 1 0-attack body, which would have sucked. So if we'd seen another DMG, that would have been amazing. But we didn't. Goes for Meteor Flare Fusion, which of course means the Meteor Black Dragon is coming down, which also is going to pop a card on our field. And so we'll see how much you've got, like, here. I assume here you go for the DMG. Right? Like, oh no, you go for... It doesn't matter, right? You go back row. Okay. That's 2 curses gone. Tribute to the Trash. God, it's been so long since I've called it that. That's crazy. Getting rid of the Dark Magician. Functionally doesn't matter if you're killing both of them anyway. They both become 25. But if I did have protection, then, like, you know, you would want the DM to go to the graveyard. So, let's see. In our turn, we're drawing 2. Not bad, not awful, not great, but it's pretty good because we can go Legendary Magician, add back Dark Magician, use the effect of Monster Calling to then bring it back out. Only thing is here that we do kind of need to see a good spell card, right? So we do need to go for Calling here, pitching DM, draws into the stone. Here, show me a Dark Magic attack. Thank God. Now, this still doesn't really do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're only on 7 spells, and we cannot physically get to the required 10 to pull off the Sorcerer. Right, that's like the one rough thing about this is we can't actually get to where we want to be to do any of the cool plays. 8 kills the back row. We have 9 because of this, right? Like, we have to use this to actually get the effect off of that, so that doesn't work out either. I guess we do just go Stone to bring out 1 and 2. Let's go 1, let's go 2. We'll go and set face down this Dimension Girl. Keep you in hand, keep you in hand. Stop defense can go to the face down. And do we need the stone? We probably need the stone for next turn, actually, to really do much. Already go 2, draw 3. Yeah, let's place the stone face down and see how things go there. So we'll draw 3 to 4. We then get the skill, mills 3, which we know, I believe, that the 3 of them are like the ones we did with Legendary Magician, right? Which was, I can't remember, but that's fine. We're getting very low, but if our Sorcerer sticks, then we can recycle our entire deck with this. And that's like the whole combo goal of the deck, is to like play this, recycle the deck, and then you've got a whole new lease of life. Now, where you can survive the duel at that point is beyond that. Goes for the Drake. Drake going to whiff on any card at hand, which is always good. Doesn't seem like you've got the most obvious line to go down, but going again for the Drake. Let's try again, right? Try and find a Meteor of Dragon or Flare Fusion. You found the Flare Fusion. If you've got the other card in hand, which you might do, you might have a Black Skull Dragon hand or whatever, like the Red Eyes Black Moon Dragon, and then just go for another Meteor Dragon, and then, yeah, you have, okay. So you go and add the Meteor Dragon to hand, and then you go to town. You know, you pop at least one of the monsters, you deal 35 in. So we are going for the burn one. So there's Meteor Black Drake. So control card effects, and then deals burn damage. Sure, that's perfectly fine. Sets 1 in a bit of a rough spot, right? Like it is just a strictly rough spot. Okay, right, you went for the correct one. Thank God, for you at least. Okay, it's getting a bit awkward. That makes it less awkward. So we can just go right here, go for Stone. Stone brings out Sorcerer and a DMG. And then we make a Sorcerer with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gets a pop. Yeah. Let's go Stone. Bring out Sorcerer. And bring out Dimension Girl from our graveyard, obviously. And just double check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 spells in our graveyard. So we can go and play this. We do want to do it now. I guess we do, because then it'll put another burst in our deck. So that's fine. Let's go. Reveal this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go and pop the Meteor Black Dragon. We can then nuke the back row and get a whole chunk of damage into their life. It's going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good, right? Destroy a card. Yes, destroy the Meteor Black Dragon, because this one comes from my card effects, which is really big. We then go DMA, nuke the back row, Meteorite Fall, and Sword and Shield. Okay. Play our skill, real DMG. Show me DMA, Burst, and Curse. Okay. So we could here. Right. Burst over this gains 4,000 access, 2 of them. So that's 45. No, 65. Over that, that's 32. So is the correct play to actually go for Curse of Rise and Light here? Because we can flip that up and deal the damage through this. I think it is, right? We go Curse over this. Weak body, sure. We then play Dark Resonance Burst. Over this, get an attack, set face down, go to combat, deal 14 here, deal 13 here, and then deal 25 into this, puts you down to a lovely 800 life. Which seems like, feels like, probably not going to be able to come back from that, right? Given you've already used 2 of your searches, right, with your skill, you've got 2 of your fusions graveyard already, your Burst Drake's already filling up the graveyard, let's see though what you've got. Reveals the Moon Dragon, which I mean, I guess now means you're getting the Meteor Flare Fusion, okay. So, you've at least still got one pop, which I guess is like enough technically, right? There's the final Drake, obviously brings out the Meteor Black Dragon, goes and pops the Sorcerer probably, and then swings over, deals 1,000. Question is, can you get to another fusion? And I guess, like, there's still 2 Meteor Flare fusions unaccounted for, right? So, there is still that. Sets 1. And back row wise, we've not seen a Legend Trap yet. We've not seen that yet. So, that could be in those 3 cards. So, it could be a widespread, it could be Shady, we don't care about, Trap Hole, we don't really care about. That's always good. That's always good. And unfortunately, both our magic attacks are in our graveyard. So, that doesn't really bode well for where we are right now. However, we can try and deep draw. That's good. Can we get like to the pop? Potentially, right? So go Magician, send this, but yeah, but we might get there. It's not very likely, or likely at all actually. It's not likely at all, but we might get there. So let's go for you again. Go for 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, we'll grab a stop defense, why not? Play the stone to summon this out. Return those back. This is a wild one. We can then go and pop this Meteor Black Dragon. And then hopefully whatever you've got in that back row is going to be like not enough to do anything with, right? Ooh, if we summon this, then we actually like lock us out of our skill entirely, right? No, he's got nothing. Okay. Okay. We played it long enough. Fair enough. That was a pretty good one. It's actually game number 5. The King of Games rank up. Which means it's time for Konami to give me a really good duelist or the worst duelist possible, silver rank 1. But no, gold rank 5 Roman. Anything other than Red Eyes. Not looking good so far, but it could be XQT, it could be Hero. Let's see. 36 card deck on an archive skill makes me really, really worried. But let's see. This is fine enough, right? It at least gives us the field, right? We've at least got a body, we've at least got, 2 back row, and not that they're doing anything, but this, again, is the issue, right? So that if you play more decent back row, then you have a chance of not pulling off all the combos you want, right? So it is a Dark Magician Mirror. Okay. Revealing the Sorcerer, adding Stealth Magic. You're playing Stealth Magic. I was looking at this because it's replacing itself immediately, right? And giving you a draw. So it's always fueling the graveyard and getting you closer toward getting the pop off. Now, sending the 1,000 Knives feels weird, but I guess if you know it's dead right now, then that's fine. Goes for the dealer as well. Okay, they're okay. Let them cook, sending Shady as well, and the Hammer Shot. So you really are banking on summoning into the Warlock or the Sorcerer and getting your return off, right? But that's going to be what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Yeah, that's fine. Take 5,000 and just see if the game likes you or not. And the game doesn't seem to like me as much. Resonance, first of all, or skill, sorry. Real DMG. 1, 2, 3. Add to hand the Calling. That does work out in our favor a little bit. Oh, I guess we could have gone Legendary Magician Summon, add back, use discard, but then it would have left us a body on the field that could be fairly prone to being destroyed, so that wouldn't have been great. We have in our grave not enough here. Okay, that's really rough. Okay, no, it does. It does technically, and that includes both players' graveyards, right? So actually, this is a really awkward matchup to be in. However, it's not that bad. because these both go down to 25. We'll go Stone. Stone can bring out DMG, and yeah, we've got to bring out the DM. This is really, really awkward, right? However, we can kill 2 and crash, so I think what we do is we crash that into a DMG, and then kill with these 2. So we go and buff up these 2, right? We go 1, and then 2 goes and buffs up a second DMG. We set face down this and this. Combat crashes into you, and then that deals 25, that deals 2000, and all it takes is, again, them drawing into Resonance Burst to win. And if we had protection, then it wouldn't have mattered, because you still would have had the same situation, right? You still would have been able to get there. Now, they also are way closer than we are to having 10 cards in the graveyard, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does look like we are going to lose the COG rank up game. Goes for Dealer. Dealer is not live. Order comes down. Yeah, that's 700. Like, you've got to go for Sorcerer here, right? You've got to, like, find enough cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to make Sorcerer alive. You don't leave that unless you have got protection face down. Right, that's the only way this works out. So you attack in, deal 7, you had nothing. Okay. Thankfully, we won that. Thankfully, we're now in King of Games, in Duel Links with Dark Magician. It feels good to bring it back to this level. I do have a few replays, I think, of the deck in action, and of different builds, right? And then finally, is a 7th Road player that unfortunately loses to the worst way possible. Now, we are playing a different version of the deck. We're playing a Secret Order build, we're playing a bit more of the main deck, and so it's a little bit different, but overall, it's still very funny, right? We're flipping up the cat. We go for the Dark Magician, buffing him up. We swing in. The only thing right now that could stop us was a widespread if Secret Order did not exist. But this is a list we're running. It was built by Roman over on Duel Links Meta. I hit COG with it, and again, I copied it and thought, you know what, we'll try it out, and it does work really well, aside from the times when you can brick, right? Because again, you're not running too many low levels, and sometimes you don't see, you know, the calling with the DM. We don't see a stone with any of the high levels. It does kind of suck in that regard. However, as we've seen, you can play through bricking. Your opponent also has to brick as well. That's just kind of the hard truth. But it's a very fun deck. It's a very explosive deck, and, you know, something into a really big DM or DMG, buffing up to 6,000 plus attack points is still really, really fun. It happens way more often than you'd think, and is one of the main win cons of the deck overall. Do I think it's top tier broken? No. Is DM way better than it was before? Yes. Do they need to unlimit 1,000 Knives so we can play it in this deck and also pot a Greed? 100%. Because at the moment, the only real removal we have from monsters is this, and it only works on level 8 or lowers, and that is really bad against big fusions. It means that you're only really reliant on seeing things like a Curse or seeing things like a Resonance Burst to beat over it. And sometimes that's not enough.